YouTube, capital G here. The gems are back and they are ready to kick some butts. I know a lot of people out there thought Gem Knights would never be able to do anything ever again without Brilliant Fusion, but the joke's on you. We still got plays in the Gem Knight Nation. A lot of people don't realize I'm a huge fan of the Gem Knight archetype. I've got, I want to say, about 6 copies of Lady Brilliant Diamond in a bunch of different languages, at least 3 different languages. I've got a bunch of Absorb Fusions. I have almost all these Gem Knight cards. I didn't go crazy with the Ultimate Rare Brilliant Fusions and stuff, but I do have like almost all the Gem Knight cards, and of course they're fusion based, so I'm just going to like them based on that. Anyways, Gem Knights have been combined with Lightsworn, and shout outs to Stardust Yu-Gi-Oh! If you guys want to see crazy duels like this, his channel link will be in the description, as well as the deck list for this deck. Yeah, he's combined these 2 decks together, Gem Knights and Lightsworn, and the results are pretty damn crazy. Now, we know that Gem Knights can take advantage of things like Block Dragon, which I've compared this card to a Dragon Ruler. It basically is a Dragon Ruler. Block Dragon is absolutely insane, but one of the reasons why these 2 archetypes can work in harmony is because Curious can send Gem Knight Fusion to the graveyard. Gem Knights still have a lot of powerful cards that are not hard once per turns, because originally they're, you know, like a 5Ds archetype, so they still can do a lot of powerful things over and over and over again. And then of course they got more support from Yu-Gi-Oh! Art V. Shout outs to Masami, that was like one of my favorite characters. Anyways, he is Stardust Yu-Gi-Oh! He's playing on easy mode right now, I'm not gonna lie. You guys know, if you've played Lightsworn ever, if you ever open with charge and you're just able to get a free +2, how are you gonna lose the duel? Seriously, you're basically starting the game with a free Minerva. As he gets the Wolf, he also is gonna get that Trick Clown. So yeah, he gets a free Minerva for basically doing nothing, and I think he's playing on rookie mode at this point. But he's gonna, I believe, summon Curious, because we do need to get Gem Knight Fusion in the graveyard. If you don't hit Gem Knight Fusion and Gem Knights, just scoop, just go next, because you're not gonna win without this card, especially in a world without Brilliant Fusion. Now, he is going to summon the Crystron Halifibrax at some point, but he wants to go for Crawl Sheet, wants to go ahead and Fusion Summon, get that effect to get that Monster Reborn. You guys probably thought that this card was dead without Brilliant Fusion. See, these Gem Knight players know you can always summon a Seraphonite. It's actually interesting. Most Gem Knight builds really never even used Seraphonite with Brilliant Fusion. There were just better things to summon. But most people did summon it with Brilliant Fusion, which ultimately got the card banned. Anyways, we will eventually see Halifibrax, which, boom, there it is. That's going to summon our Glow Up Bulb 2.0, Mr. Recover from our deck. And Recover, yeah, it can act very similarly to Glow Up Bulb. Not obviously as broken, and here's my prediction. I know it's the beginning of the format. People are like, Cap, shut up. I don't think Konami's going to hit any more tuners. I think they're eventually going to hit this bastard, because they understand how broken this card is. But if your opponent has, I believe, 5 or more cards in their extra deck than you do, you can summon this guy back from your graveyard by paying 2,000 life points. So basically, very similar to Glow Up Bulb, although way more situational. You can use it 2 times in a turn. There's your second normal summon for Crystal Rose, which actually becomes Gem Knight monsters. Now, this is important because you guys know it's a Gem Knight deck. There's going to be so many Earth monsters in here. This allows us to use Recover, go for Naturia Beast, and Barkion. So bye-bye spell cards, bye-bye trap cards. You guys are not a thing anymore. And he's also probably going to be able to summon Appaloosa, because he just has so many monsters on field. There is your Appaloosa. He's going to go for 2 copies of Crystal Rose. Keep in mind, these copy the Gem Knight name, so you can actually use Crystal Rose for the Link summon of Gem Knight Phantom Quartz, and that card just gets you even more advantage, lets you go for more fusion materials, getting cards from your deck, and it also lets you fusion summon, so you can summon Block Dragon, you can instantly fusion summon with its effect to go for Zirconia, just using basically any Gem Knights that are in your graveyard. And now you can use your 2/8s and go for a Dengirsu if you want some protection on your monsters in case your opponent tries to run them over, or in case your opponent has, I don't know, some type of monster effect destruction. Then you can obviously use your Dengirsu to protect these monsters in both of those ways. He's also going to finish his turn off with a final copy of Zirconia. I would have liked to see Lady Brilliant Diamond in there for style points, but I'm not going to get what I wanted. Anyways, I don't really think that his opponent is going to be able to beat this board. See, this is why, people, this is why you need to think about main decking Dark Ruler No More. Such a very powerful card. If he would have had Dark Ruler No More, Maybe he could have. Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, no, he opened with double or nothing. Never mind. I was gonna say I see double or nothing. I'm like he could Utopia OTK, but no, I don't think so. If the double or nothing would have been in his deck, or if the double or nothing would have been a Dark Ruler no more, then yeah, he could easily. Oh no, wait, I'm trolling. You can't do battle damage. All right, well then I don't. Yeah, okay. I don't think I don't know if he would have won then. I'm thinking. I totally forget. I always forget you can't do battle damage in the same turn that you use. What's it called? I always forget that you can't do battle damage in the same turn that you use Dark Ruler no more. I would have done that. I would have totally used Dark Ruler no more than try to Utopia double OTK my opponent, and they would have been like, you know, you don't do battle damage, right, Cap? I'd have been like, what part? Where does it say that on the card? Anyways, it's clearly a GG no re. And what we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and check out this deck list. It's a 60 card build. I believe it's technically 59 because he had the Master Rule 5 card in there, but that's not necessary anymore because it is April 1st, so we don't need to use that anymore. Yeah, so there are a lot of Gem Knights in here. You're running pretty much like the best ones. You've also got your Blot Dragon. Basically, every single card you see is just going to be ran at 3. Rescue Rabbit has always been a solid card in Gem Knights because, you know, Gem Knights traditionally can get multiple summons because they can summon Seraphonites, but in addition to that, you're already running vanilla monsters like Garnet and Turpinine, so you might as well just go ahead and play this, and you get more synergy with the vanillas with things like Unexpected Die. We got some of the Lightsworn cards in here as well. I'm guessing this is why the Lightsworn count is actually so high, why there are things like you know, Phaelus in here, because you're running Solar Recharge, you're running Charge of Light Brigade, you're going to be doing a lot of milling, and you know, things like Recover can be summoned from the graveyard, you can mill Crystal Rose, that can be summoned from the graveyard, so you do have cards that can be summoned from the graveyard. Make no mistake, this would have been one of those decks that 100% would have ran Glow Up Bulb had that card not been banned. And also pretty much the same thing for Metaphos Fusion. If you're milling this much, if you're going to be doing this much milling with all of these cards, all of these Lightsworn effects, there's really no reason not to run the one random copy of Metaphos Fusion. If you happen to hit it, then that's fine. Just hopefully you don't draw it. You have a much better chance of milling it than you do of actually opening with the card. And if you do happen to hit it, you get yourself a free draw one. Anyways, if you guys are interested in this build, of course, it will be in the description below. If you guys enjoyed the duel or the deck, please give the video a thumbs up, because if you don't, YouTube ain't gonna show this video to nobody who isn't you. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.